Here. There you go.
Okay, so if you were telling somebody for the very first time, welcome to Happs, what would you tell them the first thing they need to do is?
Oh, geez. Well, subscribe to the channel, and anybody that you see a plus sign, if you're on Happs, there's a little plus sign on the comments there. If just check out their broadcasts or their profile, and if they scope, then follow them along because then that way you get notifications when they go live. We're still new on the app, so sharing out is a little bit different. I haven't
Mm.
really shared out too many times. Hey, Hassan, how you doing? Hello, Walter. Hello, British Spy. Um, it's a little weird when I went into your thing. Last time there was like a red dot to say join the broadcast. This time it was a little movie thing. And then I had to select between what broadcast wanted me to come live on. I thought that was a little weird. So it took me a
Mm.
little while to figure it out how to join in. Hey,
Got it. Got it. So there's a ton of folks jumping on now. So Janet is telling us comments go fast when you have people sharing fast. You cannot stream to other platforms once you are streaming. You have to make that. Yeah, that makes sense.
and
And Max from London is saying hi. And Deborah from Atlanta. So Alexis, how long have you been on Habs?
1 week.
1 week. Okay. And so you said there's a way that you can share something.
I
I
know
can't find it now.
when I'm on here now with you, it did share out to all my platforms that I have set up. So this is being shared to my Happs. So my viewers are coming live in here also. And that's
Ah,
another way to go live into somebody else's scope. And then that way your viewers will see that person also. Um, well, it's being shared out to Facebook, and I have Facebook. It's being shared out to my business page, my VIP group, and my profile. I do like that it automatically shares to YouTube, and I don't have to upload because I didn't get involved in that. But at least it's there for prosperity if anybody wants to see.
yeah, absolutely.
So that's a
And
really
Walter is commenting, haha, scope, old habits die hard. We're going to keep calling it a scope from now on. Habs, you
yeah.
just got to get used to it.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to get used to it because it just yeah. I'm trying to say broadcast. All right. Hey, Narlins, how you doing? And Mandy's in the house. Tamiko's in the house. And what's really good, I'm not sure if you do virtual parties. I do virtual parties, and so I can share into anybody's um, group party that I'm hosting with the Pampered Chef thing. So now I
Hmm.
don't have to like because I put all my effort into scoping on Periscope that when I'm
Yep.
done, I already had food done, and I can only make so much food and eat it. Okay. So now I can share right into there. I'm like, yes, this is like a triple, double, triple, quadruple whammy on sharing out to different platforms and not have to make
Yeah.
over and over again.
And then trying to repost and republish over and over again. And so somebody is, and I want to know too, Max, how long has Habs been around for? I heard about it about 2 weeks ago or a
Have
week ago.
They said that House was created in 2018, and it was for newsworthy
Journalists.
journalists to share out to different platforms while they were, and that's why they had the location on, so they know that they're actually in wherever they're sharing it from.
Hmm.
But they just welcomed us over there. Now this coin thing, I don't quite get, but they've invited us because we're sort of like Bobby Vicker says, we're like orphans. We've
We've been pushed to the side.
Be like,
But they
okay,
left us 2 years ago, though. They stopped caring about, I don't want to say stop caring, but
yeah.
about 2 years ago, it was just like, no more.
Yeah. And Opie's Army wife says it's still in beta, which is in beginning stages, which is really good because if you were with Periscope when they first started like 5 years ago, or be what 6, there's a lot of tweaking going on and changes. And these people on Happs have been changing things like this, like so fast. And what's really good about Happs is they actually have moderators that come in and to make sure your broadcast is good.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is
So
fantastic.
hopefully we won't have the trolls or the you know um
The
scantily class
bots.
and people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully
So we're
it's
saying keep it clean. So you mentioned that the Periscope badges, they're going to grandfather those over. What does that mean? What do we get with
you know
those? They haven't said.
I think you get more coverage in the feed of things. There was an email sent out yesterday, and I was like the top, something on the top. I thought was like that's my own that I was the top of. But Aiden, he said he got the same email. He says, "Congratulations, you were like the top whatever broadcaster last week." I was like, I didn't do anything, I just did a couple little scopes like to begin with. So that was, I thought it was just me personally looking at what I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you a little bit more clout, but we don't know what we're getting with that badge. Okay.
Right, right.
It just shows that I think the badge just shows that you scope more often. Um, and there's no levels of badges. It's just one badge for the periscopers. There are like news broadcaster badges. So you know who the newscasters are on there.
Uh-huh.
I got
So
the email.
that helps to know. Yeah, I see that. Somebody said they got the email. And Hasnain is saying, how do you show comments on top next to your name? So I can't share my screen, unfortunately. But when you hover over someone's comment, there's an option to present live. And when I click that, it brings your name up no matter what platform you're on, which I think is amazing. And it shows the comment there.
I'm not sure if that's available on iPhone. I've only broadcast it on the iPhone. I've never done it from the computer because I'm a food scoper and I need to angle my camera down or this way and then go the reverse way like I did today.
Yeah, so multi-camera, that's interesting. Are we able to do?
You can flip iPhone. It has that little thing that has a camera and it says flip it. So yeah.
Huh. Okay. And it says, I got the email too. Do is presentable. Hello. Do I have to sign up with a credit card? No credit card for Happs. You don't need a credit card. It's a free app.
Yeah, unless you want to buy coins and give your broadcaster, you can subscribe to a broadcaster and give them like a dollar amount monthly, or you can do the coins and do it like daily. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So that's what I was mentioning at the start of this one here in particular. Number one, the fact that you are able to monetize from day one. That does not happen on any of the platforms without you having about 1 billion and one followers, something along those lines. You can share your screen by clicking the present button if you are on desktop. Yeah, I tried it, Janet, but then what happened is it got a black screen. Let's see. I'll try it one more time and see what happens because there's a present option. Yeah, error presenting screen. I don't know if you're able to share your screen, Miss Alexis, where you're able to show just the Happs broadcast studio, but I can describe it.
Yeah, I only try to share my screen once. You have to be in landscape. Oh, I'm not in landscape now. I'm on portrait. In my car, I did a scope, but we couldn't get the guy's face to come up. He was there audio, but not on a picture. And you can do it when you can do up to 8 people when you're on the computer.
Oh, fantastic. And Obi's Army Wife has indicated that you have to have $200 to cash out. So those pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, no amount is ever too small. It all adds up and they're always appreciated for sure.
Yeah. I thought it was, is it 200 now? I don't know. I don't know what it is to cash out.
Let's see. Chris is saying, I'm on my laptop and found us using trending. We're trending. See, Alexis comes on and we start trending. I like to subscribe to you, but can't see how to do it whilst watching live. Let's see. If I go on the app, let's see.
Are you on?
We're doing a
Chris MG.
I'm on
phone, or are you on a computer? Yeah, okay. Aubrey Story says 200 to cash out. Okay. Oh, she says
I don't know it. And what I do like is that it does give you coins every day for things like coming onto the app, following people, all of those things. And then it says, all right. So what are you saying here? So am I missing anything else? Click on the names and click subscribe.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm on my if you're on your laptop, you should be able to click a subscribe button. And I think it was Hasnain. He's saying there's different views that we can do. So right now, what we were in previously was a stack where we were side by side. Then there's also a picture in picture mode where if you had two people that you were interviewing, I don't have two people that we're interviewing, but I can pull up this image here and then they would be listed like that. There's also a grid view where it could be 6 people. And see, I like how it's so smooth and doing the transition. It kind of feels like you're in a news broadcast. And then there's a tall version where you are kind of off to the side, but then your guests are side by side. And it looks like you can have up to 6 people in the grid. So that's even, Alexis, were you around for the Blab days?
No.
Where people were using Blab? Okay. So Blab allowed you to have, oh, we don't need the no problema. Let's get rid of that image. Blab was similar where you could have, I think it was 4 people live together on the screen. I am also from the Perry side. We're all from, I think 95% of the folks that are in here now are from the Periscope days. Yeah.
Why don't you do this? Let's do a poll. Let's say, put a P in the box, put a P in the chat or the comments below saying that you were with Periscope. Put an H if you're from Happs. Put an F if you're watching on Facebook. Put an I. What else we have? Put
YouTube.
a T.
Why? Oh.
Where are you watching from right now? Where are you watching? Put a H for Happs, P for Periscope, T for Twitter. Where are you watching at? Hey. Nice trend. Okay, P. Periscope. So see, they're watching you on Periscope still. Wow, look at all the people watching on Periscope.
All Periscope. All Periscope. Amazing.
Wow.
See, Periscope had an amazing tribe of people that was, but we can build that tribe over here on Happs, right?
Yes, yeah.
And we do have some Happs coming over.
Yep. Now, do you have a link? Because you have a badge, right, Sakia? Do you have your?
I do. From.
Do you have your link in your profile over on Periscope?
Oh, my Happs profile. No, I didn't upload it.
Do you have a link tree? That's
I
where
do.
you get. Okay, so put it in a link tree and put your link tree in your profile, and then that way you can say, go into my profile and join me on Happs. The link is over there. Alexis, you first asked us where we were from. I asked you where you're from. As in, where are you from watching this on? What platform you're watching on? Whether it's H for Happs, P for Periscope, T for Twitter. Give me where you're watching this from. We're just trying to figure out where everybody's from. Okay, so you can tell who's watching from Periscope. They have the, let me see, they have the little
Twitter bird next to their name.
Yeah. Oh, really? I have a blue dot.
You have like the blue I'm important dot, or you see a blue dot next to their name?
Next to their name.
Yeah, I see a bird. Like Nollins is on Twitter, which I'm assuming is Periscope. Nita is from Periscope, but she's watching on Happs. Nita, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to you. British Spy is watching from Happs. Found it. Good to know, Chris. So if you are watching and you're trying to figure out how to subscribe to the people who are in the video, above their names, there's like a little plus sign. So hopefully you'll be sure to subscribe to us. Zakia, resend. Okay. Let's try it, Let's uninvite and try it.
Andrea's watching us, I think, from either Twitter or Periscope. So to fit. I see her scopes. I'm like, I can't even sew it. So
I miss Soda Fit is incredible. She creates patterns. She sews things. Oh, she's here.
She's here.
Hey, Soda Fit, how are you? Debbie McCabe, Happs. I just added Happs to my list of links pages last night. I'm calling these link tree type pages a portal. Yeah, to get you where you want them to go. Never heard of Happy. Well, I just heard.
Hey, I added my link tree connection in my title. So when it goes over to Facebook, my link tree is in the post itself. And it's on Facebook.
Got it. So I'm going to have to try and figure out how to keep them all connected, because the bottom line is I want you here live. I hate for people to miss it, but The positive side of Happs, unlike the other platforms, is the conversation can keep going outside of the live stream, like on the replay. I don't know where those comments go, but yeah, you have that. And somebody is asking about the OB. Did you ever use OBS to multi-stream or any of that fancy stuff? Well, I am going to try that. I personally never used OBS. I was leveraging Ecamm Live. I have a Mac. And it took a lot of the production work. It made the production work very easy in that I could have several scenes set up. I could have video posted. I could switch the cameras and all of that, but I would love to try it. What else do we have? Oh, Happs. Hello, everyone. How we can get comments from different platforms at one place. It's all in Happs on the desktop app. It's making it available.
Yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, you only see the Facebook comments. You don't see any Happs comments over there.
Yeah. Which is why, like, it says subscribe to Zakia, and then it has like that little teeny tiny Happs.tv. But if you come onto the app, you can download it in the App Store. Is it available on Google Play?
Don't know.
This is a perfect description, Budlums. He says, I've been describing Happs as like if Periscope and OBS had a baby, because it puts everything at your fingertips. You have multiple things that you can connect, several video screens. Then you have images that you can post, videos that you can post. You can change the view that you see. You have all of the comments on one side without trying to tie a bunch of things together.
Peter's in the house. Peter is with Happs. Peter Bittner. He's among.
Let's find him.
He's one of the creators from Happs. So if we have questions, we can ask him. You have any good
Peter
questions?
is here, guys. So if you have questions, that's the person to ask, because I've been making it up as I've gone on. I'm just kidding. I've only given you information for what I actually know to be true. Budlums, that's spot on. Budlums, he's agreeing with your definition of Happs. If the two had a baby, why do some have a profile available and some don't? That could mean they just haven't updated their profile. And I do know that you get points for updating your profile, or coins that you can then use to high five and all of that. And Obi says it is available on Android. So there you go. And Nita says she's trying to subscribe to SodaFit. Correct with Happs, you need no OBS. You don't need any other software, guys. And you can do it from either a computer or a cell phone. So, I mean, everything that you need is at your fingertips without having to be a streaming genius. Although we can pretend to be one. And Peter, how close are we to landscape working on Android? I do have a question. I don't know if Peter is still here. I kind of stumble on community broadcasts that they have. Is there a set schedule for when those happen? Or is it just kind of keeping an eye on the feed for when they may be coming up? Hey there, welcome. And they're welcoming everyone to Happs. Mirroring OBS into Happs. Using iPhone to watch this. It definitely has a great iPhone app, for sure. Still waiting on their approval on the Google Play Store. So it's coming, guys. I guess that's the landscape mode. When you first go live on your broadcast, it asks you if you want to do from a desktop. That's my experience today. Maybe tomorrow we'll try from the phone and see how it's different.
It asks you the same thing on the phone. Landscape or portrait.
Oh, you get a choice. Okay, so you get a choice. And I'm wondering, why would you use one over the other? Why would you choose to go portrait instead of landscape? Is that maybe to repurpose the content?
I don't know. I like the I do portrait because that's what I'm used to. When I go landscape, you see too much wide on my cooking scopes versus the portrait. I angle you down, you're right on top of it.
Got it. So depending on what it is that you're presenting is why you would change from one to the other.
Rarely ever go landscape because you're looking too much. I don't want you to see what's wide. I want you to see right here, like right, rather than this way, you see more this way when you're cooking.
Makes sense. And we have Christine over from the Perry side. Andrea is asking, does Happs have an RTMP feed link so that you could actually stream somewhere else? Do made it. Hi, Do.
Hey, hold on, guys. I just got a new iPhone yesterday, and Hacks is taking me through some things that I wasn't prepared for. So there I am. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Fantastic. So I just want to point out, because we are not the experts on Hap, we do love the app, but Peter is saying that there is a community Q&A at 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Hey,
And
Peter.
so that would be a great way for you to ask the questions on RTMP and all of those other things. And we are very happy. I think Alexis and Do, I think we can all say we are all very happy to be here
Yeah.
now. And we
Yeah,
got to say
I've been here for about 5 days now, and I'm absolutely loving it. I tried to go live on my old device. Speaking of, starting where you are, this is what I've been working with forever. And they were like, hey, girl, you got to upgrade this thing. So I tried to go live through my laptop, and I had some issues with the camera settings. But the beauty of Happs is it's like put the best of every app, I think, into it. And plus, it's beta. So if it's this good now, look at, think about what's to come. And Peter, Pablo, and I've been on Swift Beats Live as well. They're so hands on, so excellent. It's good to see the Perry fam. The interface can be a little challenging for maybe not the tech savvy, but once you connect the dots, it's like create it and go. So Santa came early for me on yesterday. I got the new iPhone 12. Can we get a round of applause? Because I won't even tell you what I've been working with. And I'm excited. I'm excited. And Zakia, thinking about you and your morning broadcast, we used to work together. Zakia would walk through Philly, and then she'd hop over to my scope, at the lake, with sunrises. But another thing I'd like to point out about Happs is it's making it difficult for bots and trolls. So right now, if there's any trolling per se, it's from the apps, YouTube, others, and they're working on that too. But just, I haven't missed broadcasting here yet because I've been engaging in so much conversation, and the community team is so hands on. I just see Happs going higher, higher, and higher. And yeah, everybody subscribe, come on over, and bring your best. I said they've made it easy for us to do it. It's up to us to bring the content and the character.
wow. That is a great way to start it off. And I just want to say there's a lot of you that are watching. One thing that I learned from the Periscope days is this is the community. So click on individuals' profile pictures. And if there's something interesting about them, click that plus sign, because I believe that way you'll get notified when they go live. Is there an ability to actually share out on the Happs platform that somebody you're watching is live to your file? How does that work? Or that's a 3 o'clock question.
Well, Alexis, you want to give it a shot, or?
Give it a shot, because I haven't done the sharing. I've been on broadcast, and it goes into my feed on my profile when I go live with other people, but I haven't figured out how to share out.
Okay. And I may be wrong, but I think there's a little arrow that says share. When you share that out, it gives, because I know when you're creating a broadcast, it gives you the options to, multicast to your various platforms. And I think that share button, he said, it depends on your device. We can go over it then. but the comments are kind of delayed, so I don't know if that's for me or later. But I think when you click that share button, it'll give you options, and you can just send your own broadcast out all over.
But I mean, within the Happs app, are you able to share it to those people that are connected with you who may not have
Oh no, I
subscribed
think.
to?
Yeah, it's the three dots, but can we just share?
Oh, that I don't know. Let's see. Let's try it. Okay, using on the other device. So let's see. Zakia, I'm going to come into your broadcast, hopefully on my second device, and just see if I can share it out.
Okay.
Click share rewind.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, I clicked on Berries, but do you see that? It gives you the
You get
option.
several options. Is Happs one of
You
those
get
options?
several options to share. And that is your question. Thank you for bringing me back. No, it's not. So I guess right now, Happs is going to come through subscriptions. That subscription notification.
Happs app to support other broadcasts.
Wait. Somebody just said, yes, you can share, but not to your Happs followers. So yeah, it's going to come through the subscription. So you've got to subscribe, guys. Got to subscribe.
Yeah, because you never know. Like I had no idea I would be sitting here with both Alexis and Do today, and I've seen and been in all of their broadcasts on Periscope. So I love the fact that we're able to do this. If there's anybody else that would want to come up, I just want to get to the 6 to see what the grid would look like. Raise your hand, and I'll add you on. Currently, we're working on that ability. Subscribing is key here, guys.
Subscribing is key. Well, thanks, Peter.
And I think we have made a total of 75 cents today, which is amazing. So thank you all for the high fives and the safety award. I think that is amazing. I didn't see anybody say, yeah, go ahead and add me, but we've been at this for about an hour, so I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Alexis, thank you for hopping on and giving me so many answers to all of the questions.
No problem.
Thank you for getting camera ready. Is there anything you want to share about what it is that you both she left, she hopped off, that you broadcast about so people can get to subscribe to you?
Well, actually, I see some familiar faces down in the comments, but for those that don't know me, I'm basically known on Periscope for my sunrises with Mrs. Do, which I would scope our broadcast. I have to stop saying scope, broadcast, from my little neighborhood lake. And just so many things from even doing that happened. Now, a lot has happened. So I'm going to give you the briefing. I was a photographer, as well as I was teaching some anger management and behavioral modification classes. So I went into my own business. I got an office space downtown, great location. And now I'm working with an artist for 3 years, and we're about to launch this fabulous, fabulous product. So basically, to answer your question, live streaming for me, because I think my first broadcast, do you remember you got to give it all you got?
Yeah.
When I was stuck in my decision making, where's the fork at the road? Which way do I go? And it's like, take the fork. Well, now I have it where the photography, the coaching, the peacemaking, the entrepreneurship, it's all working together. And probably in February, we will be pre-launching our first product. It's going to be a plushie and a comic book with one of my clients turned co-creators that I'm so excited about. And I'm going to have some new stuff on the market for my brand as well. And as you can see, I've kind of trademarked Sunrises with Mrs. Do and the Do brand. So I'm just excited that Happs came along right now to, for us to explore new opportunities and new heights. I got to get to your level, girl.
I don't have a level. I just enjoy.
Yes, you do. Okay. We're going to talk like friends now, because we are friends. Zakia started out making candles, like I'm going to say, like in a little kitchenette. Okay. Yep. Soaps. I'm sorry, soaps. And, she was showing, she had the little crock pot, And then slowly you could see her, get new pieces, new equipment, new techniques. And then came, I think, the soap making book, and then came the soap school, and then she's traveling. So there are levels to this thing. And plus, we both got a chance to go to Ghana. So we've got to get together because on Happs, you can share pictures as well.
Right, right. So I'm excited about
Pictures
that too.
and video. So we've got to get together. But it's just been wonderful for me this week seeing those of us who thought, Scope wasn't paying us any attention. We've kind of gone on to other platforms and we weren't, really connecting at all. I think now is just a new platform to skyrocket all that creative energy. And I'm so excited.
Well, this has been an
Hey, Mark.
amazing first broadcast. I'm excited about the platform for sure. And I will be doing more. It will be soap making broadcast, of course, but then also some of the lessons on the tech that I'm discovering along the way. You don't know, the newest thing that I'm doing now is virtual event planning. So when COVID hit, I had put on a virtual conference for soap makers that it was really, really successful. And then libraries, nonprofits, they all started reaching out, asking if I could do it for them.
Nice.
So now I have another company, which is Virtual Experience Design. So I'll be sharing some lessons learned there for producing your own conferences, because I don't think that we'll ever go back to whatever normal is. And so I think having the tools available for people to continue to meet is amazing. And so I'll be sharing that as well.
I see Janet's coming. Janet, we definitely will. And Zakia, I'm glad you said that because I stepped out on faith. And I was in a wonderful co-working space for almost 3 years. And what I liked about it was community. But when COVID hit and your girl got sick last February through April, so yeah. Anyway, people have asked me, how am I doing in this COVID environment? And I'm like, for creatives, this is our time to thrive. So I've been busy. So how is it working at home? I was working from home before I got that fancy office downtown. So now I've just made creative spaces in my home and nothing has stopped. So again, with Happs, with the new equipment, getting back together with all my favorite, we're not only broadcasters, we're resources for the other people and for each other as well.
Absolutely.
And again, I just see unlimited potential.
Fantastic. Well, guys, I am going to sign out because aside from juggling all of those things, I'm also mama who's virtual schooling. So I have to do that part.
Hi, Paige.
And it's too many names to mention. All of you that showed up live here. Yeah. Thank you. Be sure to subscribe to Heavenly Dew. Be sure to subscribe to Alexa C. And of course, subscribe to me. And I will be looking forward to seeing all of you in your broadcast.
Hey,
you went dark.
And I'm actually going to try to do a broadcast in the morning. Since I've got the new phone, I've just got to set it all up. So I'm going to schedule it. Oh, and that's another good thing. You can schedule your upcoming broadcasts.
Wow.
Brilliant.
They thought of it all.
Thanks, everybody in the comments. Love you, Zakia. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.